All right. We're live, everybody. We are live. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob, and this is our Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. Episode 20. Wow. Episode 20. I was certain that we'd be a little further along in the story at 20, but you know what? It's been great. It's been great.
We're sauntering.
We're sauntering through this adventure.
Sauntering through the adventure.
That's right. Speaking of sauntering and trying to catch up with 20 potential episodes of Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden, if you're new here, I've included a link in the description below in the YouTube channel, on the YouTube video. We have a campaign catch-up video that we filmed on Sunday night. Actually, we didn't film it. We streamed it live. It's a overview of our campaign so far. You get to see us interact live and talk about our campaign so far and catch you up to speed. That way, if you kind of just want to start watching new episodes, you can do it. And that's down below in the description. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and follow us on Twitch. We're going to go around the horn here and introduce the group. Let's start with Stefano today.
Hey guys, I am playing the blade singing wizard, Eladrin elf, Julius Valerian, ever growing more paranoid because of a feature trait that I recently got.
Yes.
I'm going to be looking in every direction.
Yes, he
no matter where we go.
The Chardelin stone and it messed you up last session.
Yep. Don't touch the stone.
And then we go to CJ.
Greetings, friends! I am Edmund Brycine, friend to elf and man. Oink.
The dashing rogue, Edmund.
Dashing rogue.
And
Half-elf rogue.
Dashing.
That is a bonus action of his, yes. Andrew.
Elias Dawnstrider, cleric of Lathander, mentor to Regal.
Yes. And we'll jump over to the blessed Rogal. Joey?
I'm Rogal. And that's it.
Me too.
Yes, Joey is.
No. I'm playing a Dragonborn paladin who will negotiate with anyone or anything.
As we found out in our discussion, you will just negotiate with anything.
Anything.
Yep.
Does not believe in evil.
But you have killed quite a bit of things.
Oh, quite. But I was always willing to negotiate. Where there means.
Good. That's good. At least you have a strict code that you follow. So everyone, just to recap what happened last week, because it was an exciting episode. We had a bunch of different town hall capers come together. The Zentarum, which the spy organization that is up to no good typically, are they're about in Icewind Dale, and I think Edmund, CJ, your character Edmund, knew that the Zentarum were probably trying to steal the Cauldron because it is such a wondrous magical item. So you set up a sting operation, basically. You had set the Cauldron in the town hall of East Haven, and waiting. You had a couple people, eyes on the inside. You had Muffin, Julius's familiar, waiting in the Cauldron, and you also had guards patrolling in and around the town hall. But unfortunately, a very large blizzard just kind of stormed in and forced you to check on the Cauldron. When all hell broke loose, the Zentarum struck to steal the Cauldron. At the same time, the Duergar that you had encountered earlier attempted to steal the statue of the Balor Ertu. And all on top of everything, a good old friend, Sephic, came back to claim the boy who we are dubbing Luke, that Rogal saved from the execution. So a lot of stuff happened. A lot of story points came together, and that's where we're at. Any say it again?
Say Lucky's identical twin brother Luke.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll talk more about Luke now. So I've titled this episode Cauldron Fallout because I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't know what direction you're going to take, and I don't even know what you're going to be telling people. So we didn't even have a discussion about this week, surprisingly. So if you, I guess we'll just start. We're just going to dive right in. I'm going to turn the music on, and we can begin. We left with you tying up Prudence and Imdra, the captain of the watch, coming back. So let's pick it up right where we left off in Icewind Dale. Okay. What do we got?
What?
Cold night.
So Indra's here.
She's just burst into the door with several guards behind her, I believe.
Yep.
She now sees the... I'm doing your job. I'm narrating what everyone sees. She sees the dead bodies of all of these people that we have now slain. Dead dwarves, dead humans, Prudence tied up,
broken statue.
The statue's broken into like a million pieces, and we're just like standing there like, oh, and there's this new guy here with his face covered, and broken pieces of icicle, I guess. I don't know what Sephic's weapon was, but probably that on the ground.
And at this point, the people I freed from the jail run past her and push their way out of the door to freedom.
The drunks.
Yeah, they'll escape as well if you allow them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Imdra says to all of you, I don't understand what happened.
As we suspected, the Zinsarum came to try and steal the cauldron, but apparently, at the same time, these Duergar decided to come and try and steal shards of, I suppose, Chardolin from the Ertu statue. And at the exact same time, also, this other guy showed up and tried to kill that guy over there.
Whoa.
Yeah, who the heck?
Yeah, me.
Who is that guy?
Who the heck is this guy?
That
This is
guy.
an adventurer we found on the road, Luke.
I don't necessarily know. I don't necessarily know who that guy is. I don't know who this kid is.
Zach's.
Had we been introduced at this point? I thought we
No.
got introduced at the end of the battle.
No, you got introduced before the battle.
Oh,
He
right,
was
yeah, but
introduced to us as Luke,
Luke, yeah.
Rogal's new squire. He somehow acquired in.
Okay, so we don't know how he got him yet.
He's
No.
my squire. I'd say it to the best of my ability.
You have a squire?
I do now.
Anyway, never mind about this. We must secure Prudence. She is the member of the Zoltar, and she stabbed me, and I show my wound. Let us secure her in the jail.
Hey, Imdra, where the hell were you this whole time?
That's a good point. Suspicious.
That's a good point.
Yeah, very
she did what-
suspicious.
She did what you told her to do, didn't she? Go back to the the watch post.
You did.
Yeah.
How did you get to the watch post so easily in this storm?
Getting there wasn't a problem, but when the snow came, I decided to bring extra guards with me because I knew that it would be challenging for the ones that were out here to see, and I didn't want to leave my men high and dry. But getting here took me longer than expected. I would have been here quicker if it were not for the snow.
It's
I think
fortunate that
I gesture at the guards. Guards, secure this woman in the jail, the darkest cell, right now.
Referring to Prudence, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah. The guards grab Prudence's body because she's unconscious, but they look at Imdra and as if like, are we arresting this person that we know? And
Do you see that wound? and I point at Elias's where he was stabbed.
Big
She did that.
gaping.
It drips blood.
Yeah, you got blood dripping down like your side here, your leg. Amdra nods, and they drag her down the steps to the dungeon.
It's fortunate that the three musketeers were here to defend the town hall from both the Zentarum and these Duergar from I guess they kind of destroyed the statue, but we tried our best in that front.
And that's what matters most.
Yeah, Luke puts the mace that he destroyed the statue with behind his back.
I like shuffle over to Luke to like help him hide.
Hide what? The mace or
Yeah.
him? Or him?
Or yeah, really built both, honestly. Like I try and like step in front of him, make sure no one gets like a really close look at him.
Gotcha. Okay. So, let's do a couple things here. Imdra. So, Joey, I need Rogal to make. I'm gonna say. No, you know what? I don't think you need a check for this. You're just standing in front of him. That's fine. But CJ, what are you suggesting Imdra do now?
It is important that we, wait until Prudence is conscious and we can interrogate her. We will perhaps we should ourselves gather together and we can tell you the tale of everything that happened in the last, I don't know, what was it, like 8 rounds of combat? So that's like 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, time doesn't have to make too much sense, but yeah, you can just say, you can just say the last, well,
the
because
last
some
half
of it
hour
was
between when we left, when we came back, what we saw, everything that happened.
Yeah, the events of the last half hour or so.
Yeah.
Okay, so she does notion to Rogal and say, and who is this behind you?
This is my squire. I had met him while visiting the 10 towns. His name is Luke.
Luke, you
He's
say?
a devout follower of, or he's interested in following
Lathander.
He like snapped his fingers and everything.
Give me a deception check.
Do I get an assistance from?
I'm not helping.
Why?
We can assist, we don't know.
we,
You don't know you're being deceptive right now.
Oh, Luke nods. He's assisting.
What'd you get,
16?
Joey? 16. Imdra looks at Luke and tries to see in through the mask there, and says to him, "I don't remember meeting a squire of yours in the past, but if he's on your team, then it's good to have another able-bodied warrior." And
He was recovering from the winter. He was staying at the inn for quite some time.
he must be hot in all that gear inside.
Actually, it's the opposite. It's like hypothermia. That's it. He needs to be cold. He actually needs more clothes.
I see. And she shakes his hand and kind of stares at him awkwardly. And she says, "Fine, let's
Stare at her awkwardly.
let's clean this up." And she offers to all of you to help and get the room situated. And
I'm not helping with the room. I've been stabbed.
I look at
Do
Oh,
you expect
right.
me to help in this condition?
oh no, when she sees your wound, she says, "My God, do you?" She says, "Well, we'll get a doctor here as soon as possible." And she motions to one of the guards to go grab a doctor to come in and take a look at your wounds.
Can I take a short rest in the corner while they
Yeah.
clean the room up?
Yeah.
Does it take long enough? All right.
No, that's fine. So, because our short rests are only 15 minutes, so you can do a rest in the side. A doctor will be rushed in and will try to treat your wounds. But of course, a rest or your magic will be better. Okay, so 10 and 7 on the hit dice, regenerating, right? Yeah, perfect. Good.
Okay, back up to 22.
All right. Now, after a brief time of cleaning up the room, being careful with the Chardolin pieces, as she was told not to touch them from Daneth Wayland, she'll motion you to come into Daneth's room, and that's where you can chat. So before Prudence wakes up, what do you want me to do? What line of questioning do we want to give her?
What is the Zoltarum up to? How long has she been involved with the Zoltarum?
Certainly want to know what they wanted with the Cauldron.
I mean, they wanted to make East Haven look worse than... Who is the leader that she is following? Because she's clearly not in charge.
Yes, we should go up the chain.
I'd like to ask about Nerth and what was going on in Nerth's room.
Yes. And at this point, I'll kind of fill in Elias and...
Oh, right. I don't know that. There
Valerian.
You go.
I'll fill in Elias and Valerian on like all the nitty-gritty details that their previous characters would know about, like Nerth's room and how like we met, how he had flying snakes, and how when I was kidnapped by Duergar, they were the first mention of the Zentaurums being somehow involved in what's going on in Icewind Dale.
Right.
So you can definitely ask that now, Lucius.
Julius?
Julius?
Julius. Why did I...
That's okay.
Although Lucius was another character of his.
Oh.
Well, yeah. I did say, like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah. Like, who's the head honcho in Icewind Dale, in the 10 towns, who they're all working for, what their ultimate goal is, or if they have an ultimate goal other than just like bringing their grade of authoritarianism to the area, or whatever it is that the Zentaurum do. They're like monopolistic capitalists or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, well, they're the spy network. You know, that's what you've gathered from them so far. Obviously, you know, kind of manipulating society basically is what they want to do. They're the people that want to be in control.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so that
then,
sounds like good questions so far. Anything else?
Why does she keep dropping stuff?
That was her cover.
I'd like to know if she knew anything about the other two groups that showed up. If she knows anything about Sefik and the Duergar. I would assume no, but I might just ask that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
If she knows anything about the Duergar, that would be interesting. If she knows anything about them.
So Imdra says, all right, I think it would be best if we only had maybe perhaps one of you in the room with me.
I should be there.
You should be there?
I have a talent for getting the truth. I have ways of persuading people to give me the truth.
Do you have Lathander to assist you in guiding people to tell the truth?
Yes.
Divine
truth.
Divine truth.
Lathander will manifest himself and encourage the truth to be told.
Ah, fantastic.
Why only one of us, Imdra?
Well, I feel like at first it may seem overwhelming.
Well, perhaps it's better if I go alone.
Well, not alone, because we need another witness. So you and Imdra can go. Just cover your wound. Make sure that Prudence doesn't get another shot at you. And we'll be on the other side of the door if anything happens. Scream real loud.
Okay, Edmund, I'm so relieved you are there to protect me.
I'm always here for you, Elias.
We musketeers together, hey?
Always together.
Oh,
All for
Indra, perhaps Edmund should go instead of you. What do you think about that?
I agree.
everyone together and together for everyone.
She says, "That's our
motto.
I would prefer to be there."
Okay.
This is my responsibility as captain of the watch.
I trust Imdra at this point. I believe she is looking out for the good of East Haven, and you can trust that she will not betray us.
As long as one of us is there, I suspect that's okay.
She nods at you, CJ, in an affirmation, and looks to Elias. Do any of you have a way to heal her? Like lay on hands still, Joey, or?
Yeah, I've got actually all my land. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you can expedite this by bringing her awake if you want to, or Andrew as well. I don't know if you have any spells or anything to bring her back.
Yeah. We should fully heal her in case she loses any hit points in the interrogation. We wouldn't want her to expire.
Oh gosh. I don't know if I can go along with that.
You won't be in the room, Rogal, don't worry.
Elias, do you want to question Prudence, or do you want to beat her up?
I'm a clerical offender. I wish only good for the greater good.
By beating the
I have a prayer of healing. We could do that together. Then everybody could be healed who was hurt,
Okay.
including myself. Takes 10 minutes to cast.
Okay. You can do it.
Let's do that.
All right. What does it give to everybody?
2d8 plus my spellcasting ability, which is plus 4.
Okay. So everybody roll 2d8 plus.
Does everybody, or does he just roll 2d8?
I think he
It's
rolls
up
it,
to
yeah.
6 creatures that I can see. So I'll have to do it when I can see her. And anyone else can be in my view as well, and I can heal them.
All right. So you guys will be at the door frame when he says.
We're all
this
just peeking
prayer.
in.
Right, you're
Yeah.
just peeking a look.
I'm okay. I'm not going to join because I'm at full.
Well, it's only
Okay.
plus 8. It's not actually that great.
+8 is +8. So there you go.
I can use the hit points. I would like
You get-
to join it
Actually,
8.
on my mentor's prayer of healing.
What do you say in this prayer, Andrew?
oh, what do I say?
What does Elias
hold-
say?
Elias says, "Dear Lathander, in this time, this hellish time, with no dawn for days, bless us, continue to bless us, sustain our faith as our faith may be challenged, especially for those of us whose faith is being challenged by the absence of the dawn at this time, which is very disturbing. And heal even those who have attacked thy servants."
Awesome.
Thank you, Lathander.
Amen. Amen to that.
Well, I don't know what he says. He should come up with some kind of ending.
Yeah. 8 hit points
be
to
it.
Prudence. Prudence wakes up, eyes open wide, startled as she's tied to a chair in the meeting room. Downstairs, there's the jail cells, which you haven't actually been to. I can actually put it on Roll20 as I describe it. So let me actually switch over the view for a moment. So on Roll20 for you all, if you're looking down there, the bottom floor, which I will turn the lighting off, so that's just easier. So in the basement, the dungeon level, there's a few rooms. There's actually a guard room right here, T17. It's on the east end of the floor. It is the opposite side of where all the jail cells are, and you are able to use that room for the interrogation. All right, this is a. It's not huge. It's what is it, 15-foot by 20-foot room, and it doesn't have all that much in here. But there is a table, a wooden table that's a circular shaped table. There's cards on it. Clearly, the guards that were down here were playing Three Dragon Ante with a well-worn deck of cards when the Zentera must have interrupted them. So you can clear that table if you'd like and do your prayer there, and that's where Prudence will wake up. Imdra motions to Edmund to close the door behind and let the interrogation begin.
How many hit points did we recover? 8.
8.
Ocho.
So CJ, does Edmund close the door behind him?
Yeah, Edmund closes the door behind him, but like stays very close. Like doesn't really like go much further beyond the door.
Gotcha.
To kind of just stay. Is it a wooden or metal door?
I believe it's wooden.
Okay, so yeah, if it's a wood door, I'm just gonna stay there because the sound will probably pass through pretty easily.
Yeah.
If there's any like large ruckus.
Is there a solid wall next to the wooden door?
Yeah, this looks like a solid door. A solid wall.
Solid wall. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know. Okay. So I'm just gonna put my back here too. I'm just listening.
Can I spend like 10 land hit points on myself?
10 lay on hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not roll during the short rest?
Oh, I did not roll during the short rest.
You can roll. Yeah, because we had took the time of a short rest. So.
I'll take a hit die.
Okay, go for it. Imdra is going to start speaking before you, Elias. And she's going to go over to the chair that Prudence is bound to and like kind of kneel down next to her and look at her, face to face, eye to eye. And she says, Prudence, I'm going to ask you this once, and I'm going to ask you this only once before I let Elias here take over the conversation. Are you a spy for the Zentarum and your interests against East Haven? And Prudence's demeanor changes drastically. She starts to cry, immediately break down, sobbing, and says to her, I don't know what's going on. I promise you I'm not working for this. I don't even know what you call them. I was just here looking after the Cauldron with the group, and these monsters attacked us. And Imdra stands up and looks over to Elias, and she kind of like puts her head down and walks away.
So then I say, Prudence, I would like to ask you some questions in the name of Lathander. And as I say Lathander, my voice booms, Lathander, and it echoes throughout the tiny cell, Lathander, Lathander.
Well,
And
everyone, you hear that clearly.
And then all the lights go out. And then they come back on, but this time they're blue. And they burn blue very brightly.
What are you using here? Thaumaturgy?
Yep.
Okay. Give me you want an intimidator?
I guess intimidate, but I really want her to believe that she is in the presence of a god in some way.
Oh, okay. Then give
And
me a
there's
deception
more to this
check.
than just
Give
what
me a
it is.
deception check with advantage then for the extra use of thaumaturgy. I'm gonna roll just something for her, but you don't need to know what I'm rolling, so. Okay, go ahead.
No, my charisma's not great, but let's see. 17, that's pretty good.
Okay. She looks around and her crying stops immediately. She becomes, you can see that she's like in awe that what you're doing here.
Okay. And then she hears whispers. Awaken, awaken, awaken. It is your chance.
Is that us whispering, by the way? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
No,
Okay.
whispers in the
Okay,
room from behind her. And she looks
Okay.
around.
Yep,
And
she
I
looks
say-
around.
You are a member of the Zoltarum, aren't you, Prudence?
No, of course not. I would never have betrayed East Haven. I grew up here.
You tried to stab me, Prudence. You did stab me. Look, I can show you the wound. You're very proficient with the knife. Didn't fall to the floor. Come, it is your chance to redeem yourself. There is hope yet.
She's very anxious, and you can see she's jittery. Every flicker with the light, every blow of the gust of wind, she's looking around the room and trying to find, the source of that. And she says, I wouldn't, Imdra, I wouldn't.
So, did you know any of these people in the room? Who were these dwarfs that became invisible and then large? What was your relationship with them?
Yes, they were terrifying. I did pick up a knife, but I want to stab a dwarf.
And the guards who were restrained downstairs by the thugs and the rogues, they were very quick. It seems like you knew them.
I know the thieves? No, not me. No, she looks at Imdra mostly when she's talking.
So Elias is starting to feel a little bit frustrated now. I mean, she did stab him, so he kind of knows that she's lying.
Sure.
And he's not in the best state. He's been in this place months. He worships the dawn, which hasn't come for months. So he's starting to feel a little frustrated. So he turns to Indra and says, Indra, can you get her to speak the truth? Persuade her this is her only chance.
Prudence. She walks over again and gets close, eye to eye, kneels down. Prudence, listen. I don't know what you got caught up in. I've known you for years. You've been a faithful servant to East Haven. Daneth, you're his right hand woman. He needs you. We need you. If you got caught up in something, we need to know. We need to rectify this. For all of East Haven and the 10 towns. And she, Prudence says, I promise I wouldn't have stabbed anyone. I don't even know. I wouldn't hurt a fly. And
You have
Indra
a
looks at
flying
you.
snake in a box, a symbol of those Zoltarum. Tell us again where you obtained this snake.
I received it from the clerk in Targos.
What was the clerk's name?
And she pauses for quite some time. Scath. That's his name, Scath. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Lies. His name was Simon and he's dead.
Why Simon? The
Well,
dead.
Simon,
Scath. Scath is the head of the
Militia.
watch. Mhm.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
head
Yeah.
of the militia, and
Yep.
Simon was the guy that Rogal killed.
Killed.
What?
Oh,
Well,
right.
he didn't actually
He didn't kill
him.
the icicle guy. Icicle in the eye guy.
Right. Yeah,
He was
sure,
killed, though. He was killed. Yeah.
He was killed.
Okay.
Yeah. By Rogal's friend.
Yeah. Although Elias, you don't know that though.
I don't know. I feel like
Didn't we do a recap in?
I feel like when we did
Yeah.
a recap of everything about,
He told me that.
I feel like I would have mentioned that. Like,
Yeah, he mentioned it.
I don't think you did you?
If
I thought time had passed and he filled us in on
I
everything.
thought time had passed and we filled them in on everything about the Zentarum, and we would have filled them in on Sefik, no? And how Sefik knows Rogal. then that would've
Do you
led-
truly believe that you would have told him his name is Simon, the
Probably
clerk?
not.
Probably not. I could report that to them later.
Did CJ hear that? Did Edmund hear that where he's
Did
standing?
you hear that where I was standing?
Give me a perception check. Perception check.
Perception check.
I need a DC. We'll say 13.
Okay, that's not bad. I can maybe do that.
So in this time,
50-50. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay. First roll.
What'd you get?
Like I don't want to burst in to be like,
Aw.
but I kind of do. So when he hears that, he's like, I'm gonna knock on the door. To
Go
try
for
and
the
get,
door.
It was Simon.
yeah. And I'm hoping like it's either Imdra or I'm kind of hoping Imdra comes to the door.
Yeah, well, you're speaking right now, Elias, so Imdra will go to the door. Yeah.
Okay. And when I knock on the door and I hear that, I say, the clerk in Targos' name was Simon. It was not Scath.
She nods.
He is lying.
Okay, thank you. And she closes the door. So she goes over to you and whispers that in your ear, that the clerks in East Haven, or Targos, is Simon. His name was Simon.
So Elias is even more perturbed. So he tries to persuade her again. Prudence, you must understand. You attempted to murder me. There's the severest punishment in the 10 towns for this. I could take some steps so you could go free. I could release you of the burden of the punishment. But you must help us. You must admit to your involvement in the Sataram and give us useful information.
Imdra, you have to believe me. Imdra, please.
Is it possible to examine her to see if she's charmed or under some other kind of effect, maybe a medicine check or something like that?
Yeah, you can give me a medicine check, although I think Arcana would be more apt for some sort of a curse or charm or something like that.
Oh, well, I got a 1. Well,
One.
I did it with advantage by accident, but the left-hand one is a 1.
Right, yeah. Yeah, you don't think so? Nothing's out of the realm of possibility, but you don't think so.
Can I do a medicine check to see if she's bloodied or how healthy?
Yeah, no need to. She's bloodied. You basically, you almost killed her. The group almost killed her, and then you brought her back a little bit, so her wounds look a little better, but she could have easily died.
And she still could easily die.
Sure, yeah. You know she has 8 hit points, yeah. Well, you do. Your character just thinks she's hanging on, yeah.
Oh, of course, I know she has 8 hit points.
Yeah.
You know, with specific certainty.
She must have at least 9, right? Because she must have had 1 to not be dead.
No, she had 0.
Oh, no, she had
But
0
was
because she was
unconscious.
unconscious, right?
When I think Rogal attacked her, he said specifically he did not want to kill her, so we said
Yeah.
that would be okay.
Yep.
Please, Imdra, you gotta let me go. I'm just mixed up here. There was a lot of craziness going on up there. I tried to stab a dwarf, I swear. I grabbed a knife off the floor. I wouldn't hurt a fly.
So, Prince, you must understand. Indra brought me in to question you because I am the gentlest, most noble of the adventurers you've fallen out with. Edmund, for example, he is a bad fellow. He could persuade you in more unpleasant ways. He is roguish of character, no morals, follows no god. You must tell me now while you still can. What you know.
Can I, or kind of motion to either Julius or Rogal to try and go upstairs and see if they can find Imdra's knife. The knife up there.
Who wants to go? Julius?
Imdra or Prudence?
Or not Prudence's knife. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go.
I got it.
I don't even. Rogal, are you there? Are you in the room?
I'm like hanging around. I'm not in the interrogation room, right?
He's with Luke, just like
Just chilling.
just eating peanuts in the corner.
Actually, your tokens are not here, Joey, but I assumed you were with the group. But your Luke is gonna stay in the room if he is allowed. He doesn't want to be near Imdra or anything like that. Any of the guards. He wants to like kind of hide.
Yeah, no.
So do you want to
Actually,
stay
I
with
would
him
like
up
to
here?
relay to Luke that if he wanted to go back to the inn, I could like meet him there later.
Okay, he'll do that. Mm-hmm.
And then I'll hang out with the group.
With the group. Okay.
Eating
So
peanuts
Julius,
in the corner.
Julius, you can grab the knife that was Prudence's. It was a very small dagger one that was able to hide and conceal in her boot.
All right. Well, so I'll bring it.
I'm gonna take the knife. I'm gonna knock on the door again. Wait
I'm
for-
gonna say there is Edmund now. He grows impatient. Tell us what you know.
Wait for Imdra to come to the door.
She comes to the door.
I'm gonna hand Imdra the knife and I'm gonna say, "This is the knife that she stabbed Elias with. I don't know where she had it hidden, but somewhere on her person, she probably has a secret, like, hiding spot for this dagger, as evidence that she did not just find and pick up some dagger off the floor. She had this knife and knew how to use it. Search her body and you'll find a place where this probably came from."
Imdra is talking to you for quite some time as you're explaining this, and Prudence says to the group, "Help, please! This is wrong. This is wrong. I didn't do anything. You trust me, right? You all helped me earlier. We were getting the cauldron ready. I got your beds ready." And she says, "You, Rogal, please.
Huh?
Rogal,
Yes.
I know you're out there. You're a good soul. Please help me."
I mean,
Negotiate with her.
I like knocked you out earlier because you were trying to kill us. I don't know, like, what do you want me to do?
Oh wait, was it you? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I apologize. I'm sorry. Stop. Hold on. Julius. The first mistake I have made in the entire campaign.
Well,
Oh, I was on such a roll of not making a mistake with the story. But Julius, please, Julius, you're a good soul. Please, you didn't see me stab anybody.
Julius, her people killed your puffin.
I wanted to bust in. All right. I'm walking in there. I'm just bursting in the door, and I just yell at her, "Tell that to Muffin!"
Muffin dead.
No, Muffin will be resummoned as soon as I have an hour of time.
Freaking hour to get Muffin back.
Muffin could feel pain
You have severely inconvenienced me.
for an hour.
I'm murdering my
You know how angry Muffin is gonna be with me when I bring her back?
Well, she looks like she's out of options here. And she says, "Can I, please, Imdra, can I speak with Elias alone?" And Elias, Imdra looks at you and she looks puzzled, but do you care?
No. This is fine.
Okay. Imdra will
God.
leave the
I am
room.
a holy cleric. You can talk to me.
And it's going to cost you 10 gold to get Muffin back.
Oh yeah, I did actually I factored that in when I was doing my starting gold. I can summon Muffin 2 more times without spending any more gold.
Okay.
That's good because I don't have 10 gold.
I have some of Fladrian's gold if you need some. Not all of it, but you need some of it.
Is she well secured before everyone else goes?
Give me a perception check.
$15.
You can see behind her that she was able to let loose one of her hands.
So I say, Indra, before you go, make sure her hands are fully secure. Search her for weapons.
Imdra goes behind and says, "It does look like the bindings came off here. The rope is untied. Who tied these?" It was one of the guards, I guess. Or no, one of you tied
We
her.
tied it, yeah.
So who tied her?
I believe it would have been either Regal or Elias. They were the ones closest to her to do that.
Are you certain of your knots? Rogal, are you certain of your knots?
Yeah, it wasn't me.
Are you muted?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, I think so.
She kind of shakes her head and then she ties them back up again. And
she searches her.
Yeah, she pats her down, doesn't find anything. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Leave us.
Okay. Give me one more perception check, though, however.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger.
18.
Okay. All right. Good. So she gets bound again, and as Imdra is leaving, you do feel like you see her moving something around in her hand, the ones behind her. Something very small, perhaps.
I say, Indra, she has something in her hand still. You did not search her thoroughly. Go back and check her again, please.
She looks at you confused and she says, check her? Okay.
The hands.
And she goes back and checks her hand, and there is a small little, like a pin or some sort of some sort of sharp small little object in her hands, and she says, "What is this? What are you doing with this?" And she says, "I was honestly trying to escape. I don't want to. I don't want to make sure that he doesn't harm me. He clearly has magical abilities. I'm frightened for my life right now." Imdra takes the little pin and gives it to you.
Is there an
She
animal
walks out.
nearby?
Animal?
Dog or something?
No.
Just stab with a pin, see if it's poisoned. Can I look
Sure.
at the pin, see if it looks poisoned?
Give me a medicine check.
21.
No, you don't think so.
Oh.
Looks like some sort of just little sharp tool. Now,
Okay.
Imdra leaves, and Prudence motions for you to come close, and her appearance, everything changes. She's smiling. She looks at you, and she says, "Come here."
I'm close enough, Prudence. You speak from there.
Well, she says in a quieter tone, like a harsh whisper, "You harpers, always trying to meddle. We have everything under control here. There's no need for you to be here."
Who is we? The we, you're talking of the Zantara?
Don't be coy. You know.
So the Zartarim are behind this endless winter without dawn. Their
Oh.
evil has caused the dawn to stop.
You think we could do that?
Are you doing that? What is your purpose here, if not that?
Let's just say we're taking advantage of the situation with the winter. And the Harpers will have no foothold here in the north.
Who do you report to, you seem?
Doesn't matter.
A lesser Zentara member.
Doesn't matter. My life is inconsequential. Just know that I'll never give up any information. This is a dead end.
But the Duergar, the Zartarim do not normally work with dwarfs, with these Duergar. That just puzzles me the most. What do you make of that?
The dwarves, they're nothing. Searching for Chardolin. No concern of mine.
Seems pathetic, their quest for Chardon.
Pathetic it is. It's
What do they
corrupted their
want with
minds. Corrupted them.
You must
Let's-
understand, I cannot allow you to go free.
I know. End me right now. take your mace, strike me down.
And I would be more practical.
I feel there is hope for you. Yeah, you do not have to end this way. You can repent and work hard and do well with your life. You do not need to be a member of this evil cult, the Zentarum.
Do it. Kill me now.
Do it. Do it now.
Don't
Like
do
I
it.
said, I'm not giving you any information. I know you're powerful. I know you have magical abilities. You could end me right now. Do it.
Well,
No.
if you're going to die, then why not just give me the information I require? What is the purpose of giving your life for this cult?
Would you not give the same for your god? For your Harper associates?
I would give the same for my god, but perhaps not my Harbour associates. The associates are a matter of this life, not the next.
You have your principles and I have mine. Come on.
No, I don't think I will do that. I think I will
You're
leave now
weak.
if you will not tell me anymore.
You're weak. And she says, Indra, please, come in, Indra! And you all hear this, her shouting now.
I like knock on the door.
Indra opens the door if you don't do anything else, but she'll open it. And is everything all right?
Like I'm
He's
almost in the
about to
way.
kill me with his magic.
Tell me, Indra, what is the punishment for stabbing a cleric in this town?
Depending on the decision of the court, it could be death. It could be imprisonment. It could be labor, but I guess it would have to be determined. Doesn't seem like she's giving up much information.
She has confessed to me to be a member of the Zentarum.
What? No, I
She
didn't.
She pleaded with me to end her life. But I thought
Why
that
would I
should be a
do
matter
that?
for the 10 towns.
I'm gonna roll something for Indra here. Okay. All right. She says, "Well, Prudence, if you're not cooperating, we're gonna throw you in a cell. Anything to get me away from this madman here." All right. Anything
All right.
else you want to say?
Goodbye, Prudence.
And when Indra turns her to open the door, she looks at you and grins, and then immediately back to sobbing. And then Indra will throw her in one of the cells down here.
I'll grin back.
Okay. All right, everybody. There you go. There's the interrogation of Prudence.
What did she say?
Yeah, what?
What do you want to do now? So Indra says, "All right, we're gonna keep her in the cell here. I'm gonna have double the amount of guards at their posts, and I'm also gonna have 10 more guards and in the outside of the town. We'll keep everything safe here if you need to go back to the inn and collect things, but we would love to have you stay here until Daneth returns."
I feel suddenly very tired. I would like to rest overnight. Yeah.
Sure. All right, so you can discuss privately. You can either step outside or do whatever you want to do, and tell me what you want to do next.
Well, I'll quickly tell to them that she admitted to be a member of the Zentarum. They weren't in league with the dwarfs. Then don't seem to be causing the winter. They seem to more be taking advantage of the situation, and that she wouldn't tell me anymore. And she wanted me to kill her, but I refused.
I'm proud
And I
of
asked
you.
them if they think I should have killed her or not.
No, she's an asset alive. There's probably still information that can be extracted from her.
Hmm.
And also, given enough time, surely they can come around to see the light.
I say, put her in one of these cells. I bet she breaks out in 2 days.
I tend to agree.
That was my sentiment.
Then we will simply find her. and end her then.
I must say, I admired her spirit and pluck. Even if evil, I could not bring myself to end somebody with such spirit.
So, what is the plan now? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Daneth is supposed to be returning tomorrow. So, you have basically a night to decide what you want to do. If there's anything you want to do in the meantime.
I think we should spend a night at the inn, at least.
Yeah, we need to talk to Luke and find out where Rogal found Luke and what happened to and how we didn't know that Lucky had a twin brother.
Yeah.
But I would also, because I have enough money, I think, now to try and find an armorer and maybe perhaps purchase myself a nice new set of studded leather armor. Oh, do I had, when I searched I wrote it down, I think. I searched the big dwarf, right?
Yeah.
When I killed him. He had 2 daggers on him and something else, right?
He did. He
what
had...
did he have? Sorry.
No, it's okay. I had it here. I guess I don't have it here. But yeah, I read it to you last time, so I know he had a couple more things. Not many, though. He didn't have that many items on him.
I'm trying to remember where I wrote it. See where I wrote it.
Leather armor.
Leather armor. And 2 daggers.
2 daggers, yep. And a sack, backpack full of
The
Charlotte
bag of,
from the...
Charlotte, right.
Yeah, from the statue. Alright, so what do you want to do? You want to purchase some studded leather?
Yeah, I would like to purchase some studded leather, but I'd also like to see if either of my 2 magical friends might be able to check out these this pair of daggers and this armor to see if it perhaps contains any magical properties.
I will spend 10 minutes casting Detect Magic.
I'll be making my way back to the inn.
Okay, so you're going to make your way back to the inn. Interesting. So... I don't know. I might have to think on this. I don't know if the... So his dagger, because we have the monster stat block is, it tells you like just like a bulk, like what it does. I don't know if it's an ability that the Duergar had, or the dagger inherently has. Do you know what I mean?
Usually if it's like a magic item, it'll say like the name of like the magic item.
Yeah,
Like it'll have like in their equipment or something. I don't know how the stat block
Yeah,
is.
I know what you... So he doesn't have an equipment section really in the stat block, so I'm...
So they might just be regular daggers
that like he has an ability. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it though, because if I don't want to cheat you, if this is because I've already kind of felt like this whole campaign is kind of a little bit lacking in magical items, especially weapons, which I know that a lot of you want to get by like level 5. Let me double check from now until next session. I'm gonna do a little more research here, but Yeah. Let me get back to you. I'm gonna say as soon as I figure it out, I will let you know what the daggers do inherently, and if you can use them or not.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Because I don't want to make a mistake here. Because if this is supposed to be just like an ability of his, then I don't want to.
Right.
Feel
And
like
the
I
same
gave
with
you
the
something.
armor. Is that anything?
No, the leather armor is just straight up leather.
Okay.
And the Chardolin is, as you know, the Chardolin.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna head over to like some armor or smith or whomever is available in town. After
Yeah, you
the,
can just straight up buy the studded leather
closing.
for 2 times the price.
right. And then I'm gonna try and pass him off the regular dwarf leather and the as like a little bit of a
Bartering.
yeah, and my armor, like anything, like my like two. It's basically 2 sets of leather armor, and then and gold for
Sure. Give me a
set of
persuasion
studded
check. See if we can lower the price a little bit. I'd say the price to lower would be you can lower it with a 10 because you're giving him something in exchange for it. But for every 5 you get, it'll lower it a little more.
Ooh, natural 20.
Okay, so I would say
22
that
on persuasion.
yeah, I would say that you can get this for the cost of a regular studded leather in exchange.
In exchange. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
So what's
I'll
a
do
studded leather now? 15 gold or 20 gold?
that. No, it's more than that.
Is it
I
studded? I forget. But either
think
way,
it's like
that's fine. You can get it for the cost of studded. 1 studded.
okay.
All right. All right. So, regrouping back at the inn.
45 gold.
45. Okay, so that's what it would cost you then. 45, not 90.
Okay.
All right. So we'll
Nice.
head back to the inn, the White Lady Inn. You get to your room. I'm going to say that CJ, you actually won't be here for the initial when the group comes in, but you'll join them shortly. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Rogal, where'd Joey go? Was he there?
He just stepped
Joey.
in.
Where this is like in a play, like Shakespeare, like Juliet would be like, "Where is thou, Romeo?" And Romeo's really not there. Okay. Well, did I miss a message? Nope.
Well-
Joey, everybody.
So here's what I want to know. I want to know if you guys are what you guys are gonna fill me in on, and what you guys are not going to fill me in on. Like the trip to the Duergar outpost.
Let's do this right now. Let's do this in person right now. So before you get back to this is like you guys walking through town. CJ's gonna Edmund's gonna go get his armor, but while you're walking, let's fill everybody in with any information you think they would need.
Okay, I would probably do it in private though.
Okay, well then we'll do it back at the end. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
So
fine. Okay,
we'll get back
Joey's
to the
back.
inn. And Rogal, you open the door, and you see Luke in there, hurriedly packing his bag with some things from the room.
Where are you off to? I asked.
And he's taking what looks like some of your items as well, like maybe an extra layer of clothes, some food you might have, rations that you left with your gear, and he says, I swear I was gonna pay you for this.
Take it. Do you want to leave? Do you want to get away from here?
I just don't know. I'm very confused.
Listen, how about you stick with us until we make it over to the next town, and then you can decide from there. But if you want to leave right now, feel free to take whatever you need.
Well, how do I know I can trust all of you? And he looks at Julius and Elias and takes off his hood and lifts his goggles, and you see it's the young man who was who picked in the lottery.
It's just a sacrifice.
Oh, we're there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I did save your life, I think
I
that would be a little bit of credit.
No, the rest of them.
I'm like pointing, like, what?
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
What happened here? What is he? What?
I may have done a little adventuring of my own while you guys were watching the sacrifice happen.
Are we on a boat?
Nope, sorry. Go
And,
ahead.
took the dog sled and picked him up when they left him, and then brought him back here, put him in disguise. And yeah.
Excellent work, Regal.
Hey, I'm happy about it, Elias. and you feel like all this positive energy emanating from Regal.
You've saved a helpless one
Hey, thank
from a
you.
dark god. Luke, you must stay with us.
Yes,
We should
Well,
keep
you
you
don't.
safe.
we are good people. We will take care of you but if you want to leave, you are your own person.
But it's cold outside,
It's very cold.
and there's nowhere to go.
Yeah. It's up to you. Really.
Well, he looks at all of you and he's going to kind of size up the situation and say, "Would you want me to come along?"
Of course. Could always use the help. And
He-
I mean,
He's really more looking for Julius and Elias's opinion here.
Do you know why you were sacrificed? Were you chosen for a reason?
I hope not. I'm not so much of a believer in destiny, but
It isn't interesting that somebody with so little power should be chosen by random chance.
Who else do you know around this town?
I mean, I have some friends, I guess. No one I would say, would care that I'm gone, but
Don't you think it's strange that this town just started sacrificing people all of a sudden?
well, yeah, I mean,
You-
but other towns are doing it, right?
Do you know anything about that?
I mean, other towns are doing it, right?
Do you know anything about it?
About the sacrifices?
Why are they sacrificing them?
Oh, you would know this though. Are you just asking to see if he knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so he'll say to make the Frostmaiden happy, I guess.
Don't you find that strange?
I mean, Frostmaiden's pretty powerful, right? Look at the winter.
You know anyone that?
Don't want to upset her.
Do you know any people that have secret meetings with the Frostmaiden, or talking about the Frostmaiden?
I mean, yeah, there are some worshippers of Oril, but
In this town?
well, yeah. I mean, there are quite a few
I
10-towners.
just realized
that-
what's going on.
Where are they? How can I trust you? Are you one of them?
I mean, no, I don't even know if I believe in
I put a
gods.
hand on Julius's shoulder. I'm like, he's messing with you.
You think you'd think that? I'd like to roll insight on him saying he doesn't even believe in whatever he was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know if I even believe that there really are gods.
Can I roll Can I roll
yeah.
insight on that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Please be high.
It is high. You
Okay.
probably would think that he's telling the truth here, but
I drop the line of questioning.
okay. But there's a little sneaking suspicion that this could be a deep con here.
Okay.
All right. And he says, to be honest, I don't really believe in destiny. I got picked, and I guess I've got to face these consequences if I'm going to try to survive now. I would like to be with you if you'll have me.
I look at Rogal and I say, he's okay.
That's a yes. Right.
And
on.
everything I said
Oh,
back
yes.
there in the fight, my dad, he that wizard killed him.
We should train
so-
you to fight.
Yeah, my dad never wanted me to. Kind of tried to protect me my whole life, but I guess That didn't go the way that he planned.
It didn't do a great job.
Yeah. I always admired him because he was a ranger. He was a guide. A lot of people through the 10 towns.
There was ever
No, it's not ever.
Not every ranger is Everard.
But he never took me out with him. In fact, I've only left East Haven a handful of times in my life.
It is no sin to be weak, but it's not something to aspire to. Come
Well,
with
I
us,
don't
we
want to
will-
be weak anymore.
We will train you. You are tall.
You are strong, and I like slap him on the.
Yeah.
Like,
And Edmund, you walk in and you see both Elias and Rogal, like, embracing the boy who was the lottery winner.
kid.
Well, it's winner.
The chosen, the sacrifice.
And so Edmund is gonna walk in. He's gonna see this, and he's a little confused because he's like, he's supposed to be dead.
Yes.
What? Why is he here?
I just look at Edmund.
Told you before, Edmund. Lathander can work miracles.
Yes.
You must have more faith.
That is it.
So Lathander brought him back like he
Yes.
brought you guys back,
In a way,
Yes.
and sent him here.
to help us.
Yes.
And
You
now
really-
he's Rogal's squire. This is your squire, Rogal? You, the dead kid from the sacrifice?
Yes.
And when Sefik showed up and attacked us again, was he going after you, or was he going after the kid who's supposed to be dead?
Yes.
Your Sefik could be linked to the endless winter. It may be beneficial to have someone to attract his attentions. Then we can follow him.
No,
Essentially find where he's
Sefik's
from.
going to be following us because he's going to be trying to get this kid.
Let
Or-
him try.
Or
And I,
to the good.
punch my hand.
Yeah. And we celebrate.
Are you then willing to do what is necessary then, Rogal,
I could kill
as a musketeer?
easily.
Or would you like to negotiate with Sefik some more?
No. Sefik is a fool. I could crush him.
He has
What-
personhood, doesn't he?
What if? Hold on. This is out of question, out of game here. So Joey, if Sefik were to beg for his life, what is Rogal's? I'm just curious when this comes up.
Don't throw this at me now.
You know what? I'm just gonna put the question out there. You don't have to answer it, but I'm just at episode
No,
20.
like, I don't
Everybody,
think
we're
Rogal
marking
would
it
ever
down.
kill anything.
I made him aware of it at episode 20, just so we're all on the same page here. But I actually like that you maybe not answer it, because who knows what Rogal's going to feel in the heat of the moment. I don't know. But we're marking this down. Episode 20, this was brought up. But maybe you'll never see Sefik again. Who knows?
Sure.
Oh,
Never
yes.
seen it.
Obviously.
We'll never see Sefik, and we'll never see our Veaturus.
Right.
Yeah. Never. Never again.
Never again.
All right, so Luke agrees that he'll come with you. And
Oh,
he
he's
likes the
coming
name
with us
Luke now. He does not
Yeah.
want to be called Lucky or anything like that. He wants to be known as Luke from now on. He's basically changing his in his mind. Lucky is dead. He's Luke now.
Welcome to the band, Luke.
All right. So
Just so you
he's-
know, Rogal, the two of you are only one musketeer.
He says, "So, what's our next step? Where do we go?"
Let's rest.
Well,
Let's get lunch!
I'd like to.
You should celebrate with lunch.
It's about lunchtime, isn't it?
I have a few questions. I have a few questions.
We have a few answers for you, I'm sure. You are very curious about several things. What would you like to know, Julius?
Well, I was aware that the Zentarum were involved, but I did not expect to see Duergar attacking that statue, then trying to take the Chardolin, and who was that? Who was that man? That cold, icy stare. What happened in there?
Well, let's one thing at a time, because I think you may be associating two different things with the same thing when they are not at all associated with each other.
The person with this cold stare, his name is Stefik. He was a punk that I could easily dispatch of.
His name was Stefano?
Stefik, no.
Stefik? Stefik, no?
Stefik, no.
Sounds like a cool guy. Let's go hang out with him.
Is this to do with your time at Targus with Scaff?
This has a good amount to do with our time in Targos with a gentleman named Simon, who was found dead amongst Rogal and Rogal's body.
Did Rogal do it?
No.
I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't think so?
Hmm.
All of the murder.
Interesting. A suspected murderer would bring a 10-towner into the group.
We've been led to believe that we've uncovered evidence that Rogal may not be was not the only one involved in the death of that man.
Spare the life of a hag.
Rogal, who spared the life of the hag. But when I first encountered Rogal, me and my other two companions, he was amongst a dead body that gentleman had dispatched with a strange icicle weapon. He apparently is going around ending the lives of people who were meant to be sacrificed to Auril, and if they seem to be manipulating the sacrifices in any way, he's sort of taking revenge. You may have heard of other towns that have been fell victim to a serial killer on the loose. That man is assumed to be that serial killer.
Well, if he's working with Auril, perhaps he may have some answers on how to end this winter.
We must
Perhaps.
find him.
Perhaps, but he is quite tough. He brings great cold with him and terrible weapons.
Is he associated with Nerf? You spoke about Nerf in Targus. The speaker.
Nerth, the speaker Nerth in Targos is associated with the Zentarum, I believe. I believe he has ties to the Zentarum due to his flying snakes and his insistence clearly on bringing towns to human sacrifice, the largest of the towns.
Do you think Daneth is in danger?
Daneth may be in danger, but I don't think Nerth would. I don't believe that the Zentarum would be so bold as to murder another speaker. But I may not. I wouldn't put it beyond their capabilities to try and install someone that they would rather have in charge.
Or perhaps they're in cahoots.
Perhaps.
So right now I see Edmund is like the Always Sunny meme where it's like you've got all the dots on the board, strings connecting. He's acting all crazy.
Now, what about those Duergar?
The Duergar, they're a funny bunch. I must say.
And they weren't so funny earlier.
No, I don't. Not like a funny clown, but like a scary clown. Okay, so they're a scary bunch, but like still clowns.
I heard of another serial killer on the Sword Coast named Pennywise.
Yes. Similar.
He wasn't funny, haha. He was funny, ouchie.
Funny ouchie.
Yeah.
I'm like a clown. I entertain you.
That's what I was thinking, Joey.
Those Duergar, apparently, we confronted a few of them, or my other companions and I confronted a few of them at the top of Caer Konig, or no. Yeah, no.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kelvin's Cairn.
Kelvin's Cairn, at the top of Kelvin's, in
yes.
Caer Konig, at the top of Kelvin's Cairn, we encountered a group of similar Duergar who were rather unfriendly to us. They seemed quite paranoid about the Zentarum, which is where I first learned of the Zentarum's involvement in the 10 Towns and Icewind Dale. We
Our friend.
Luke wants to say something, so he like raises his hand.
Yes. Sacrifice.
Luke. His name is Luke.
It's Luke, actually. Sorry to interrupt.
Is it?
Sorry to interrupt, but does that mean that the dwarves are in every town?
No, it may be possible. They are tricky. They're a tricky bunch. They're very difficult to see sometimes. They have some interesting magical abilities.
So where do you think they're hiding here in East Haven?
I believe I have a note here mentioning that they were at the frozen ferry.
Wait, you have a
Oh.
note?
I have a note from the Duergar that we encountered at the top of Kelvin's Cairn.
Wait. So you knew the Duergar were here?
We had suspicions. Yes.
Luke looks puzzled, and he looks over to you. And you didn't tell anybody?
Hey, buddy, you just got here. Relax, okay?
We had some other things going on. Did you see the cauldron we brought
Yes.
back? Yeah, we were out getting that before we could really talk to anybody about the Duergar. Okay.
Luke
There was
lowers
a couple other
lowers.
things going on.
Luke lowers his head, pulls his hood up, and kind of sulks backwards now.
I
You
look
think-
at Rogal
Nope,
and I
don't
say,
you well at my squire.
"Well, control your squire."
Well,
Like
perhaps-
I like step up to you, and I think my character is a little. I don't know if my character is taller than you.
You're
But
way taller.
if-
yeah, he
if
is.
he is.
He is. Yeah.
He is. He's taller than me.
I look down at you.
And I look right up at Rogal.
I'm going to go up next to Regal and say, anything else you wish to tell us, Edmund, that may attack us in the vicinity?
I mean, there's dangers all over. Hags, kobolds, all sorts of dangerous creatures out there.
Well, let us not argue. Let's
We're
go.
both-
Let's go and rest. Let's go and rest.
Perhaps we should check out this ferry.
Perhaps we should.
Perhaps.
In the
Perhaps we should
morning.
rest first. Yeah.
After we rest, I need to bring back the only person that I can trust.
Okay. Do you want to take a short rest or a long rest?
Well, I want to say a long rest.
The long rest.
What do you think, the rest of you?
I'm
long.
I'm good to go, but I want to at least spend an hour getting Muffin back.
Well, then the rest of us can short rest.
But it's up to you guys.
It's just a short rest is a bit pointless because I just need my spells back.
I do have one hit die left.
We
But I
don't
don't
get
know.
those back until a full rest, though.
Yeah, you'll only get half your hit dice back on a long rest, remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you watching, one thing I keep forgetting to do is I have a document with all of our house rules the survival rules and stuff like
Link
that. I'm gonna
The-
put a link to it. I keep forgetting, but I'm gonna put a link to it in the next video. I can put it to this one too, but I'll do it after the live stream. But it tells you all the things that we are using, all the house rules we're using. So a full rest is when you take like multiple days off of adventuring. A long rest is still 8 hours. A short rest is 15 minutes. The only difference is that a long rest does not heal you to full. You still have to use hit dice. So it just makes it a little more challenging. You have to kind of manage your hit dice better than
But
what
you
the
generate
regular
half
was.
your hit points back when you take a long rest.
Half your hit dice.
Yeah, sorry, half your hit dice.
Yeah, so you have to manage the hit dice. So like you'll only get 2 now, so you won't be at full hit dice even after another long rest.
Yeah.
So, all right. So plan is to take a long rest. Then we're not gonna short
I
it.
think long rest so that we can get spell slots and
Okay.
he can bring Muffin back, go find
Okay.
a cauldron and
This is.
light a fire.
So is your long rest going to be here in the inn or back at the?
I want to spend the rest of my lay on hands before we rest on
Okay,
going
yeah.
back to full. That way I just get them all back.
Luke says, I just want to say one last thing because I'm just a little confused. He says, is it possible the Duergar would have gone back to the ferry?
It is possible.
Do you think we should
And then-
let him get away?
The lake is frozen. Do you think they'll be able to get very far?
I don't know.
Well, do you think they'll hang around for so long after being attacked?
So then, Julius, do you believe that we should go? As clearly the sacrifice thinks we should?
I do.
He says, I have no idea what we're doing here. I just met you all, but if I can help in any way,
Luke, we are fully aware that you have no idea.
But
But I still might think it's a good idea.
yes. As much as I don't want to listen to you, Luke, your suggestion of us going towards the ferry now, rather than waiting, might be a good idea.
by the way, DM talking now. Please, don't let Luke persuade you. It has no bearing.
I don't
On
think.
the
I
game.
really don't think we should listen to him. I don't think it's in character of us, personally. I think he's too new to the group. I really think we should take the long rest because we kind of decided that. And yes, even though he's like saying this,
Sure.
Well, Julius did say, "I'm ready to go."
Don't want to appear weak in front of somebody who could possibly be a convert.
He is your squire. He's supposed to listen to what you say, not the other way around.
well, we all listen to Luke from now on.
He's just working with what he's got right now. You've told him like 3 things about your past, and he's just putting the pieces together. That's all he's doing.
All right, are we in agreement? Are we going for the ferry? I asked the group.
I'd like to get more answers, and I think the answers will disappear the longer we wait.
Then what are we waiting for?
Let us go.
All right.
Yeah.
Luke, can you show us the way to the ferry?
Yeah. The ferry's actually close to here. My dad and I used to.
No time for
Never
that.
mind.
Pray to
Yeah.
O'Real.
I
I
asked you to show us the way, not to tell us your life story, Luke. Jeez.
time and place. Right now, we need to get to that ferry as soon as possible.
Right. He takes the mace that you gave him, and suits up, puts his hood up, goggles.
Like help him.
All right.
Give him shoulder pats to like to
Yeah.
amp him up.
He
then,
whispers
like-
to you, Rogal. He says, "I don't like that one. The half elf. He's mean."
Yeah, he's no friend to anyone.
He is a man, Edmund.
He is a man. This is true.
Just a man.
Can I loan him my crossbow? I say, Luke, take this crossbow. I show him quickly how to work it. Maybe more useful at that than hitting people with the mace.
Okay.
He like waves it around wildly, and Edmund's like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa!"
He's like, all
Whoa.
right, so you just put the thing here and you stab people with it?
Yeah.
You crank it back here.
Wait,
No, I'm
Load
kidding.
the bowl.
as an experience, can I? I guess it's like a specific like fighter ability, right? But like, can I measure up? Like, can I like take an idea of like what he might be proficient in?
Yeah.
Whether it's like a club or.
I mean, he doesn't have any training with. Look at that.
That's amazing.
You know,
that
it's
took me so off guard. Like he just threw the headphones down.
well, you know what's
And
gonna suck
no-
though is what's gonna suck is because the I have the zoom windows shaped. It's cutting off most of that image. Let me see if I can find his though, because yes, that would be cool. Whatever he just did.
So do you think he's proficient in a light crossbow?
No.
Simple weapons. Probably simple weapons and simple ranged weapons.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's basically.
I think a light crossbow is simple.
He's just like a civilian, right? Like he's,
Crossbow might be simple actually. It might be.
is that
You can
hand
double check.
crossbow?
It is simple because a light crossbow is simple.
And what do you have? Light?
Yeah, because I'm only proficient
Yeah.
in simple range weapons as well.
Yeah.
Ah.
Obviously, I'm not giving it to him. I'm not giving you this, Luke. This is for your use at this present time.
Okay. I can do it.
Can I like equip the mace on his like belt?
Yeah, he can carry the
He
mace.
can do it himself if you really.
Yeah. Joey's like tying his shoe, zipping his coat up.
It's like I want to make sure he's ready.
You're like fixing his goggles. checking
Hold
his
on.
tie.
Hold on, and he licks his finger, smudges his face.
I kind of go over to Edmund and I'm like, he's known this kid for how long, and how long have you two been traveling together?
I'm glad he's doing it to the kid.
All right, I'm gonna switch the map here. All right, so you approach the ferry because the ferry is really close. The blizzard has subsided. I'm not gonna put any lighting on this map. There's no lighting on the map, right?
I
No.
can see everything.
Good. Place your characters on the dock here. I'm gonna switch over roll 20.
Why do I always appear so large whenever I drag myself in?
I don't know.
Duergar, you're a Duergar.
I am.
God, he's huge.
Can you reshape yourself or no?
I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. All right. Okay.
Oh, I can't. No, I can't.
And here's Luke. He'll hang out behind Edmund. All right. Okay, so
Oh, I can do that too.
Yeah. All right, so you approach the dock, East Haven's ferry. It's a keel boat trapped in the ice at the end of a wooden dock. A small cabin is situated toward the aft end of the hull, and you can see that here. All right. Maneuver yourselves where you'd like to go, and tell me what you'd like to do.
Um,
Yeah, I want to scan. Like, we definitely don't see anything, right?
So it is dark, actually. I'm not putting lighting on because there's really not much to this map, but yeah, I assume Andrew, are you gonna cast? Is Elias gonna cast light on the shield again?
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, you can see the entirety of the ship here. It looks empty. I mean, there's clearly benches for the citizens to ride on. This ferry goes to the 3 towns on the lake, which are East Haven, Caer Konig, and Caer Dineval.
Did one of the Duergar turn invisible?
Yeah, after the Rogal jumps on the ship,
Yeah.
I turn to the other companions and say, just be careful. The Duergar can turn invisible, so they could be anywhere on that ship, and you will not be able to see them.
Is the only way off this plank? Would it be possible to jump from the other bits?
I'm gonna just say that it's a slight height difference. Perhaps the boat is maybe 5 feet taller, but you could.
I would like to cast Dragon's Breath.
You don't cast your breath?
Or I want to use Dragon
You
Breath.
want to just use your dragon.
What do you want to use it on?
I just want to like kind of blow it in the air, like just be like scan an area with it.
Okay.
You're just doing this without consulting anyone else.
Nope. So you do
It's
it
okay.
in which
It's
area?
Rogal's
Like here?
MO to just do things without consulting.
I can't.
I guess like in this direction, from where I'm at. So
Okay,
like a
so-
cone, like here
yeah.
to here.
I see what you're saying. So like the 3 squares out to diagonally down from your character. So you just hopped on to the boat. You went up the plank, right?
Yeah, and after like Edmund has like said like they can be invisible, beware. I'm like, I want to like.
Oh, I didn't say it to you.
Yeah, you have no idea.
You jumped on the boat.
Well, I think he could hear you, but either way, you blast icy breath out in a cone, and there's no trace of it hitting anything. You don't sense that you clipped anything.
I didn't Call of Duty like.
I kind of want to like go up to Rogal and be like, Rogal, destruction of property is not one of the tenets of the Three Musketeers.
After
cannot-
hearing
You cannot just.
I like actively like baseball. Like my ass, and I'm like.
after hearing the story of what happened at the Duergar outpost, Julius turns around and leaves the party. Kidding.
Okay, Elias is kind of tired. He wants a rest. He's like, let's get this over with.
I'm casting detect magic so that I can see if anyone's invisible.
Trigger. So if they have magic items on them.
That would be helpful too.
Okay.
I start walking around the ship looking for faint auras.
Well, this is open, right? So they're most likely in the cabin if they're here. So I'm going to
Oh,
walk.
only visible creatures that.
Right.
I knock on the door.
Yeah, it
Oh, does
doesn't
it say
work.
that?
Yeah, it's only.
Yeah.
I was just checking too. It's only visible creatures or
Oh,
visible,
okay.
visible things.
Then that was a mistake that was made when we were facing the Hellhounds in Avernus.
That's okay.
So I'm not gonna cast it if that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. All
Okay,
right. So, Elias, what were you doing?
I'm just going to kick open the door to the cabin.
Okay, you kick open the door. There's actually, when you approach it, there's ice covering the cabin door, but it looks as though it's been chipped away. So it is able to be kicked open. I just wanted to give you that description before you do anything.
It's like ice shatters everywhere.
Kicking it open. Okay.
I'm not going through. I'm just going to kick it open.
You kick it
forcefully.
open. It's dark in there. The light from your shield starts to illuminate this small, 15-foot by 10-foot cabin. There are a couple of things in here, a couple of items, a table. You do see there are 4 sleeping bags and packs on the floor.
How many Duergar were there? There were 4, were there not?
There were.
I would like to shout something, but I'm going to look up what it is I'm going to shout first.
I'm wandering back in front of the ship.
Elias, move yourself into the cabin. Or if you're not going in, that's fine. But if you're planning on going in the cabin, just move yourself accordingly.
I'm looking in. There's nobody there. I'll go in and stand here and start kicking all these sleeping bags.
Okay. What do you say, CJ?
I'm trying to find the name. I start shouting the name of.
Zardarok.
No, I'm not going to start Zardarok. I'm going to shout the other dwarves' name, the one I killed, but like.
Dearth?
Yeah, I'm going to be like. Dearth, I'm here. Dearth.
Okay. As if to alert them that you're part of the Duergar?
Yeah, like I'm looking for. Yeah, like I'm looking for Dearth.
Mm-hmm.
And I have, as if I have no clue that he's dead. And
Gotcha.
I tap him on the shoulder and say, "You know, I could have done the same thing in Dwarvish."
They speak Duergar. It's different, and they could. They'll know. Yeah.
All right, Andrew.
Dearth, I'm here.
Andrew. Just then, as you're kicking around the sleeping bags, and Edmund says, "Dearth, I'm here." Two Duergar appear flanking you, and they have their war picks raised high. They strike down, and you're able to dodge at the last moment before they dig into your shoulders. We're going to roll into combat here. Andrew, why don't you roll the initiative dice for us here?
Okay. My roll d20 is real slow.
Oh, okay.
I apologize. I got a
see
2.
a 2. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right. So surprisingly, Andrew, these two Duergar appear to strike you out of their invisible hiding spot. And they both rolled with advantage, and they both rolled super low. They do not hit you. That was their surprise action, so now we're going to go into combat. I did roll an 18, but we're going to begin. The group is now alerted of their presence. Everyone can see into the room here. So that would be everybody if you're on the boat. You can see the Duergar clearly. They're basically on each side of Elias, trying to hit him with their picks. All right, so let's jump into combat here. Group, just discuss for a quick moment while I get some things set up, and they're going to go first because you rolled a 2.
Rogal, quick, negotiate with them.
Let's just kill them all.
Don't kill them. I'm like it's just two of them. We can interrogate them.
I have a semantics question.
Yeah.
For Shadowblade, I get advantage if the target is in dim light or darkness, but technically, if I'm walking right up to Elias, are they not in dim light or darkness because of the spell light?
They would not be, correct.
Okay. That's going to be hard to keep track of.
Well, no, you just when you go to attack, we'll decide whether it's happening.
Attack of opportunity?
Yeah, so So the first Duergar is gonna try to bolt. He looks like he's running out of the door here. He's going to go to about this spot, I think, to the left of. So situated the way it is, he's running out of the cabin past Elias. So Elias, you'll get an attack of opportunity. You can take that now.
Yep.
And obviously, CJ, Edmund is kind of at the door. And Julius is behind you. He's gonna stay engaged with both of you to avoid the attacks of opportunity from so many people, but he's going to attack in this last action here. So I'm gonna roll the attack against you, Edmund.
I got 15 for my attack.
A 15?
Mhm.
That will not hit. But he's gonna attack Edmund with his war pick. He gets a 5. Literally rolled a 1. So, Edmund, you're fine from that attack. And then we go to the group. You're up.
Elias, would you like to go first and attack the one that attacked you, or?
Yeah, I'll go first. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action.
Okay.
So, let me see if I can roll. Everything's real slow for me. So that only gets an 11, so it gets a very poor roll. but it does get the spiritual weapon out, which I'll put right next to him. And then I'm going to use disengage and run past everybody to here. Is that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30? Okay, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you move back in disengage action, and your bonus action is to call the sword. Can the sword attack?
Yeah, the sword attacked and only got 11, so
I
missed.
didn't see that I wasn't in the chat, sorry.
Right.
Okay, yeah, the 11's gonna miss, but the sword is there. Gotcha. This Duergar will go next. He'll get to the door. He'll go on the other side of Edmund. He'll take an attack from the sword. So you can do it. Can it take an attack of opportunity?
Sword, it doesn't get.
Okay, then he's gonna go towards there, and he'll go for Edmund as well. The friend went for you, so he'll go for you as well. Edmund, your AC is 16?
It is 16 now.
All right, he gets a 22.
That misses.
His war pick is going to end up doing a total of 4 piercing damage. Wow. Terrible. All right, but you'll take it. All right.
You hit me really hard. I thought it was going to hurt.
Yeah. You're up, group.
I want to go.
Go for
I just got attacked twice. You want to go?
I want to go.
it. Go ahead.
Regal will help you.
Sure, Rogal. Go ahead.
I walk over to here and I grapple the one over here.
Okay, go for it. Give me a strength check.
Athletics, right?
Yeah.
So.
Which one are you grappling? Just this
the
one?
one on the right, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my blessing once per day.
Go for it.
So 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay, a 13. You beat him. So you are grappling with him.
Yeah, I want to just like restrain him.
Well, you are grappling with him. He's not restrained, but he is grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So all right. So you have him. His speed is 0. He can still attack, and you can still attack him, each other, but he cannot move. If he wants to break out, he's going to take another athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check to do so. Okay. So now we go to the group.
I don't know, Julius, do you want to go also?
No, you go. As soon as I was standing there and you had an ally within 5 feet, I was just thinking you should go.
Oh, okay. I'm going to attack this one on the left with the short sword.
Okay, go for it. So attacking the Duergar on the left with a short sword. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Nice. Nat 20. Go for it.
Sweet.
Remember, your damage is max for the first dice.
Let me just make sure I have this right. Let me just roll it. Lost the window. There it is.
Ooh.
Sweet.
Alright,
Sweet
yeah.
Jesus. Look at that damage.
So that's 18 plus, and then
God.
this is wrong. This is
No, it's right.
It's right,
Yeah.
I think.
It's a
31,
6.
right?
yeah, 6.
Yeah.
So 13 and 18. So
Wow. 13 and 18. So 31 damage. Edmund,
damage.
so you kill this dwarf. Is this the one Rogal was holding?
No.
No.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Oh my god.
But Rogal, you grab this one and you look to Edmund, who you were
I
just...
make him watch.
So Edmund, you
Again.
just obliterate this guy. How do you want to kill him?
I mean,
Like holding this Duergar's like head.
he tried to run past me and he swung his pick at me, but like I'm gonna like assume like he swung his pick down and he like because he rolled a nat 1, right?
Mhm.
So like he gets his pick like stuck in the deck of the
Yeah.
ship So he's like sitting there like struggling to try and like pull the axe out, and but he loses focus for a minute, and then he looks up and he just sees me with my short sword just like lunging straight for him, and it's just like the last thing he sees is the sword just like right through his face, and he just slumps over dead.
Yep. And the other Duergar, as Rogal was holding his face to see his friend, he sees him just laid to waste. So, all right, let's go to Julius.
We can end combat right now with a investigation check.
I am going.
He's not. He's fighting.
I'm going to. I'm not. Am I fighting? I'm going to disengage. I'm going to disengage. I'm going to walk over here, and I'm just going to be like, to Edmund, I'm going to be like, I'd kind of like to see what Rogal's plan is over here. And can I roll maybe like a perception or investigation check to see if I can uncover anything in this room?
Perception, sure. You could do that.
Just do non-lethal damage.
Find and touch more shards of Chardolin.
20.
You don't see. There's no more items, but you do see small bits of Chardolin, like broken pieces, on the floor near, like over here on the side, not near the sleeping bags, but perhaps by a table that has paperwork and stuff on it.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, no other items. It looks like they were perhaps hastily putting things in packs.
Okay.
All right, and then we go to a new round here, I believe, right? Because Elias, sorry, Luke is gonna go. Luke is gonna run up, and he's gonna smack this Duergar, the one that you're holding, Rogal.
With the crossbow, you're supposed to fire bolts from it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did give him a crossbow. Yeah, sure. So
yeah.
he's gonna stay back near you, Elias, and shoot at the one creature
Wait,
that's
I'm holding the guy.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot.
But like, you can easily hit me.
Elias told him to believe in Lathander.
Have some faith, Rogal.
Elias told him to believe in Lathander, and his aim will be true.
Yep. Watch this.
So here we go, Luke. But the music too. Lathander guiding him. A 4. Rogal, you're holding the Duergar's face, right? And the Duergar looks back at you, and he like grimaces. He's trying to get ready, and the crossbow bolt flies right between both of your heads. You look back, and it's just it's Luke, and he's like.
I look at Luke, and I'm like no, like no.
And then from the cabin, you hear, "Ow!"
Okay, so new roll here. Let's go with Julius for this one. Give me a D20 for initiative.
Okay. Where's my mouse?
10 for the Duergar.
7.
Okay, so the Duergar is going to go next. He's going to enlarge himself, and he's going to try to break free of the grapple. He has advantage on his roll because you are below size lower than him.
Do we feel like the boat tip?
Yeah, you feel the boat tip slightly. What's your strength check? Athletics, I mean. 15?
15.
Nice. So he just goes super large, right? And he tries to pry your hands off of him. And now he's taller than you. He's like 10 feet tall now. But you're able to like double your effort, and you keep his hands locked.
I'm just like hanging on.
You got a strong grip on him right now. All right, group, you're up.
Full Nelson.
All right, my spiritual weapon is going to come around the side here.
You want to like put it over him so it's like on top of him or something?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And try and stab him through the top of the head.
Go for it. A 17. That'll hit.
17.
Go for it.
Uh,
11 damage.
force damage.
Very nice. Okay.
And then I'm going to run forward because that's a bonus thing.
Yep.
Run forward screaming, Lathander!
You attacking with
And
Dawn
smacking him with my mace with Lightbringer.
Lightbringer?
Bring the light! For 23.
You hit.
7 bludgeoning.
And yeah, that's it.
He's not undead, so
Correct. 7 bludgeoning.
that's my go.
Okay, wow.
18
excellent.
damage, pretty good.
Yeah, really good for the cleric. Go ahead.
All right,
Group?
I take a step out, and I'm like, ah, there's more Chardolin in here. Oh, look at you! And I strike him with Faisal.
Faisal!
Take this, you fiend! Non-lethal damage, because I'm assuming that's what this guy wants. 9.
9. Okay. 9 non-lethal damage?
Yep.
Alright, you knock him out.
Hell yes.
Thank you, Faisal.
Alright.
Muffin, come! And then I cry.
Alright, so combat is over. The Duergar are captured here. Or this one Duergar is captured. All right. The other one is splattered all over the deck. Alright. Nice job, everybody. Okay.
Bring him back to the town.
Sure.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go into the cabin because everyone else went in the cabin. And Julius said that there was more Chardolin in here. I'm gonna try and find like a cloth or like a piece of like cloth or something to try and like sweep up. Or are there any there? You said there aren't any packs of it left anymore.
They
just
have
kinda like a
2
little-
packs. They have 2 packs on them.
They have 2 packs on them.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have any
Uh,
gold in those packs?
Well, you want to search the bodies?
Yeah, I want to
one-
search the bodies.
Yeah, so Elias, you search one. Edmund, you search one?
Yeah, I'll search the one I killed over here.
Yep. Okay, so here's what they have on them, okay? The one that you killed, Edmund, has a bunch of pieces of Chardolin presumably from the statue, okay? They look like they probably were from the statue. Bigger than the ones you've picked up. He also has a rolled up map. For you, Andrew. Let's see here. Also has some more Chardolin. Let's see. What else? He's got rations. He's also got nope, that's it. So he's got rations, and the other one has a map as the notable items, in addition to the Chardolin that they have. They also have a war pick, and they're wearing scale mail armor, I believe, but sized for the dwarves. So I assume CJ, you open the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the bag of Chardolin and I'm gonna take the map. I'm gonna unroll the map. Open it
Okay.
up, take a look at it.
Edmund, you see a map of the 10 towns, except marked on this map are locations of what you believe to be Duergar outposts. There's the one on Kelvin's Cairn. It is labeled with Nildar's name near it. You also see the one, the East Haven ferry on it. And you also see one marked on Cair Dinaval at a place called Denev's Rest.
Okay.
And it says Zardarok.
Yeah, is
Nope.
there a name on that one? Or is Nildar the only name? Is Darth's name on the one that says
No,
at East
Nope.
Haven?
nope, just Nildar.
I guess they knew that
Darth
was
knows
there.
where he is. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he knows where he is. And there's no name on the Caradinaval.
No.
one. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to approach this with more care in the future.
So,
Because care. No.
I got it.
Juli-
I got it.
Julius was really warming up to you.
So,
Because
you
it's
search.
cold out.
You search this cabin thoroughly, other than some minor things like the sleeping bags, some food, stuff like that. It's basically empty. It does look like you have cleared it out. So, do you want to head? Where do you want to go now with this work? Do you want to bring him to the jail?
Yeah, put him in with Prudence.
Yeah, put him in the same cell.
Yeah, go.
I think that would be prudent.
And then we just get popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Like in Dark Knight, just snap a pool cue, throw it in there.
But in all seriousness, not the same cell, right?
Like, no.
All right, so you'll bring the Duergar back to town hall, and maybe only after an hour or so of leaving the town hall, you approach, and there are quite a few more guards there. Imdra did say she was doubling the sentries, and it's noticeable. It looks as if you're preparing for an attack. So you run up to the guards, and they, these guards are new. They don't recognize you, so they have to get Imdra. But once they get Imdra, she'll allow you to come back in and go to discuss in Danith's room. So, what do you want done with this guy? You want him in a different cell, down in the dungeon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go for it. Okay. So we'll put the Duergar down in the dungeon as well. And Imdra says, "What did you find now?" I thought you were going home to rest.
Yes. Well, we put two and two together and figured out where
We thought it would be important for us to follow the lead of the Duergar that escaped in the attack upstairs. So we decided to head towards the frozen ferry.
Luke clears his throat.
All on our own. We decided that.
When I look at it.
Is your friend Luke feeling better? He's still covered up.
Did you hear him clear his throat? He's not doing well.
He's not doing well.
And Luke in his full covering goes like this.
He's got to keep that
He
face
shakes his
mask
head,
on.
not. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, did he say nope?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say he's also mute.
Of course I am.
But there goes that. There goes that.
In fact, actually, why don't I meet you guys back at the inn? I'll take Luke there, and I leave the group.
Okay.
Kinda,
Sure.
escort.
You're going back to the inn?
Do you not
Yeah.
want to stay and interrogate the dwarf you just brought back?
I mean,
Well, we can sleep here.
isn't that what you wanted to do? Isn't that why you grappled him?
Not why you kept him alive?
Well, I mean,
I was prepared to take him out.
are we the ones that need to do the interrogating? I feel like the town has vested interest in doing the interrogating.
No, I
No.
will do the interrogation.
I think
I am
I'll
skilled.
do the interrogation this time.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
Edmund, I will allow you.
I'm gonna go back to the inn. I'm gonna go back to the inn too, because I really miss Muffin. So I'll see you guys in an hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see you guys back at the inn. And,
All right. So Julius and Rogal will head back to the inn with Luke, and Edmund and Elias will stay to interrogate the dwarf. So when the dwarf wakes up, Imdra brings you down to the cell, and you can interrogate him either in the cell or in the room. It's up to you entirely. But the dwarf wakes up, and he's chatty. He's not like Prudence at all. And he looks at I guess Edmund, because you killed his friend. Edmund, he says to you, "You should have killed me when you had the chance."
Why you?
Because eventually I'll get out of here. These humans cannot make a proper cell.
That's maybe true. I've had my run-in. I've also, escaped a few cells myself. Ones that your people have even made.
How dare you!
It's how I know so much about you and what you're doing here in the 10
You
towns.
escaped with your elven trickery. It wasn't our stone cutting.
Perhaps not. But go on, please. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Tell me. I know about Dearth. I know about Zardarok. I know about
You have made an enemy of Zardarok.
Please, Zardarok and I are best friends. We're going about the same thing. We all want the same thing, don't we?
You joke, and joking is fine for now. But when Zardarok destroys you and all your people, you will not be laughing then.
Why would Zardarok destroy us and all our people? He's here to help us all, isn't he not? He's going to lead us all.
Zardarok is here to help bring the Duergar to power. The humans and you folk will not be a part of this.
Is Zardarok behind this endless winter? How is he going to lead anyone when the winter will not end?
Zardarok is not behind the winter.
What is Zardarok's plans to end the winter then?
There are no
He
plans.
clearly will not. There are no plans to end
The winter benefits us. We prefer it dark.
And the Chardolin, you seem to be collecting so much of it. What is your plan for it? Where will you be? How is it going to help bring Zardarok here?
Oh, you will find out very soon.
Not when we have so much of it. You have barely any. We have the largest of the cache of the Chardolin here. We have yours. We have Nildar's. What will you do with? How much could you possibly have?
We have more than enough.
Where else would you be getting it from?
The 10 towns are plentiful. The Chardolin is strong.
What do you want the Charlene for?
As I said, you will find out very soon. Now, if you decide to let me go, I will tell Zardarok that you were merciful. And perhaps he will kill you swiftly.
Zardarok already knows we are merciful for what we did to Nildar. We allowed him to live.
Nildar is dead. You killed him. Do not deny it.
Did we kill Nildar? I didn't think we killed Nildar. Oh no.
We saved some other dude who killed Nildar.
Oh yeah.
The guy may have not told the entire truth about how he killed his friends and took over.
Yes, I forget his name, but he rattles off his name real quick and says, "He told us what happened."
Bucket Boy is what
Ah,
Flair would
yes.
say.
Ah, yes. Ah, yes, the Bucket Man. I remember him well. I remember how he was the one who let me free.
Guess we should pay a visit to Car Dinavel and this Zardarok.
Yes, who should we seek out at Caer Dineval then?
He kind of looks a little perplexed that you mentioned Caer Dineval, so he doesn't have a quick response, but he says, "Does not matter."
We know that there's something going on there. Please, tell us. All that you can.
My brothers at Caer Dineval will dispose of you quickly. If it weren't for you and the spies and all the
commotion, the confusion.
confusion, we would have killed everyone there swiftly.
Yes. You would like to think that, wouldn't you? But yet here you are, restrained in this cell, and we are not.
Not for long. Zardarok will free me. Soon. Sooner than you believe.
The people of the 10 towns will free you from life. And I say, is there any more that you would wish to tell us? Or are we done here?
I believe we're done.
Very well. And I turn to the door and look for Imdra.
Is
Indra will-
the Duergar, are they known to be evil creatures?
Yes. They're
Don't tell that to Rogal, but yes. They're like so again, D&D in general is kind of trying to get away from this idea of races and it being inherently evil, and that's a good thing. I agree. But these Duergar are they're pretty evil, and
their culture tends to be one that
yeah
leans
But,
towards.
I mean, look, the Icewind Dale series, right? Andrew, you were the one other than me who read the book too. Drow are supposed to be evil, and Drizzt is maybe one of the most iconic heroes of the entire D&D novels. So
this guy would fit the bill for being evil. Edmund, should we dispatch of this Duergar so he cannot cause us any further problems?
I feel that
He's maybe not redeemable as Prudence was.
I feel that ending him in the cell, unarmed with very little, is unsporting. We should warn the guards, and perhaps they can dispatch of him as they see fit.
Yes,
It is not our place to act as executioner here.
let us give the agency to the guards. Let us empower them to make a decision.
Exactly.
Imdra butts into the conversation. She actually was not present for this. She let you take hold of it, but she rushes into the dungeon level and says, Edmund, Elias, get Rogal and Julius. Daneth has returned.
Fantastic news!
And I think that's where we're going to leave it.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
So, next time on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, we'll jump back in, and you'll get to talk with Daneth, fill him in on what's going on. He may have some surprising news for you.
Better involve some gold.
Well, he does. He's supposedly give you your gemstones, yes. But yeah. So we're gonna stop it here. It's approaching 11 o'clock on the East Coast. Thank you for watching. If you are new, as I said, if this is your first time checking our videos, there's a catch-up video that I linked down below. You can get all of our back catalog on my playlist on YouTube. Anything last things to say? Is there anything I'm missing? Forget. Subscribe.
I do want to comment real quick. I do want to say that in D&D's defense, it stems from like Lord of the Rings, and in that property, orcs are just like these like demons.
Like, you're bringing it back to back.
Actually, I was like thinking about it. I'm like, why is that in D&D? And I think it is because it stems from Lord of the Rings as a property.
I think that part of it is because of the kind of the baseline that Lord of the Rings set. Yeah. It's also forever been that way in D&D. Like, there are races that were evil, and the good thing is that when you make a character, and we've all played, especially CJ in that game you ran when we were playing at home. All the characters were traditional monster races, and it was a lot of fun. So you can always turn. What's that?
I've always wanted to play as an orc. I don't know, half orc is just not the same.
Yeah, you really could. So we're gonna leave it at that, though.
Is there any chance that Muffin is back?
Yeah, so you can. Yeah, we'll just say that some time has passed, so you can get Muffin back. And
we were interrogating that Duergar for an hour.
Yay! Well, isn't the inn like 15 minutes away?
Yeah, so we're gonna fast map it all to So you can come back. You'll have Muffin. Maybe what we'll do though is right after that conversation, we'll definitely let you take a full rest. I know that Andrew's been dying to take one, so
So tired.
yeah. So we'll do that next time. So we'll do a long rest, and we'll talk to Daneth.
Okay, so
thank you
Daneth
for
comes back
watching.
in the morning.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. We'll see you on the tabletop. Bye.
Bye.